Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but a variety of categories including books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so that you find out whenever I post new videos, announce giveaways, or go live. I am planning on going live on Sunday, May 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific, so hopefully some of you can join me there. We usually have some giveaways. I already have some prepared for you, and of course we talk about all things subscription boxes. It's just a really fun way to connect with other people within this awesome community, so hopefully again I'll see you guys there, but I will definitely put some reminders over on the community tab in the meantime. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. So I have been for the past few months doing a jewelry roundup towards the end of the month, but this time I only had 2 jewelry subscriptions that I hadn't already shown you. So I also have the journaljunksak, which is the bite-sized version of the journaljunkbox, which I also review here on the channel. So I thought I would do a little journal and jewelry mashup today. So we have 3 boxes or bags to review, and we're going to get into it right now. I will leave timestamps for you in the description box below if you want to skip ahead to any of them, but beware, there might be a secret password hidden somewhere in this video, so you might just want to let it play. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a jewelry sandwich. So we will start with Mint Mongoose. Now this has been sent to me for review. It comes in a little mailer and then this nice little white envelope, and then there is usually where there's original in there. She always has this really nice product card that has a beautiful image that kind of tells you about the inspiration, and then the inspiration, she writes about it. Helena does such a beautiful job. Each month you receive 3 beautiful pieces of jewelry. You do get to tell them if you prefer gold, rose gold, or silver. Sometimes it's fun, depending on the spoilers over on Instagram, to switch around if you like all of the jewelry tones like I do. I generally prefer gold, and that's usually what they send me. This is such a reasonable subscription, you guys. It is just $16.99 per month, again, for 3 pieces of jewelry. And you can let them know if you don't have pierced ears, if you prefer something besides earrings. But I also have a great coupon code for you. It's Noelle50, Noelle50. That will save you 50% on your first set. So yes, this is not necessarily heirloom jewelry that you're going to keep for years and years to come, but it is a nice, beautiful treat to enjoy or share with someone else each month. So let's read a little bit about it. The theme for this month is Live Like the Birds. Says this month's set is inspired by the birds flying all around us, giving us a visualization and real-life example of living free. Love that. It says most sets I create are inspired by a specific moment life moment maybe. This set is a little bit different. It is inspired by a realization. About a year ago, I discovered these adorable bird feeders that suction to the outside of a window and have an area where you can put bird seed and the birds can sit and eat. As soon as I saw them, I knew the kids would love them. Well, love was an understatement. Instead, the visiting birds became a part of our daily life. Emma, 6, would name them as they stopped by for a seed or two, and Emerson, 4, would try to get as close as he could without scaring them off, and Emmett, 15 months, well, he didn't really notice. A bird has been a common exclamation in our house. I hadn't realized how special those birds being a part of our story was until last week when we took the feeders down because the California heat hadn't been kind to them and they were falling apart. Now that they're gone, I miss them. When you wear this jewelry set, I hope it reminds you to take notice of the stunning creatures flying overhead, to learn from them, and that it inspires you to live life as freely as they do. You guys, this is such a stunning collection. I'm so excited. So inside of that envelope is a little bit of tissue paper, and then each of the jewelry pieces come in their own little bundle in a little plastic bag, and then inside of that there is a little bubble wrap container, so no little sticky out pieces are gonna poke through the envelope or get too bent up. She does really pad them very nicely. So let's take a look at our items. This is really cute. So I did get it in the gold, but I have to say they're showing it kind of a lot in the silver, and the silver is really pretty too. Now the earrings always do come with those little rubber backers, and I have to make sure that I don't lose them because they're not always actually on the earring. So let's start with the earrings though, because they are very tiny, but I love this because again, the theme is birds, and we have these teeny tiny, well, they're not teeny tiny, I guess for me they're teeny tiny, these little feather earrings. Aren't they cute, you guys? I love a good feather earring. I just think it's a nice touch. It's kind of got like a boho feel to it. So they are not very big. They just dangle. You can kind of see, I'll show you the J hook on them is just as long as the front piece, but I think that's a lovely little accent. If you have a second hole, it could be a second hole piece as well. She does tend to do kind of daintier earrings just for wider appeal, which I totally understand. I would have loved to see this little feather bead here at the end as the end of a long threader earring. You guys know I love my threader earrings, but those are really, really sweet, and of course they definitely go with the theme. And then it looks like this time around we got 2 necklaces, which she often does. Usually one is at a shorter length and one is at a longer length so that you can layer and stack them. I usually prefer the one that is at the shorter length just because that is the chain that I usually wear the most, or the length that I wear the most. So they are adjustable to some degree. So let me just show you. There's always, I believe, these 3 different lengths that you can do. It just has a little mint mongoose medallion at the very end, which is kind of nice because it kind of weights it down in the back, so it's not going to slide around to the front, which is why I do like that. And then for the shorter necklace this time, it is just that simple little feather again. So it does have like a front side and a back side, so that is the same thing. Very, very tiny. Now this is like an occasion where I feel like the chain is a little bit heavy for this actual charm. Like I would have liked either a very thin chain or maybe just a slightly bigger feather than the ones that are the exact same size as the ones on the earring. So I would have, yeah, if this was just a slightly bigger pendant, that would have been my preference, and I probably would have worn it all the time because I love a simple gold accent necklace. Now this is the piece though. This is kind of the stunner. It is the longer one. Now one of the things about these designs from Mint Mongoose, I wish that they were sort of interchangeable so that I could take these pendants, this sort of showpiece pendant, and put it on a shorter chain, but because of the way they're made, because of that medallion at the end, you would have to use some jewelry pliers to do that, to take the pendant off and then put it on something else. So, but look how cute this is, you guys, and I just love the color. I'm trying to get it so there's not too much movement going on. So it's just this really beautiful, almost like embossed, it's a very simple little bird design, and it's got that swirly background and that gorgeous aqua. It almost looks like pearlized nail polish in the back, and then of course it has that nice circle going all the way around it. So I do think that is super duper sweet. You can probably imagine it in rose gold or silver as well, and again, it is really, really pretty in the silver. So I love that. I wish that that had been the shorter chain. This is it in silver, but I do like it, and you know what, one of these days I do hold on to a lot of these. I will go ahead and maybe adjust it and put it on that shorter chain. So like I said, we're going to do a little bit of a sandwich. So now we have to move from jewelry to journals. So again, I do have a journal junk sack, and the journal junk sack, you guys, is $30.95. The box is $53.95. You can also get the bundle where you save a little bit of money, and that is $71.95. I do have a code and a link for you that I'll leave for you in the description box below. Inside we have this bubble wrapped package, and that is hinoël, which will save you 15%, so that's awesome. This has also been sent to me for review. The only thing that was not sent to me for review that I actually paid for was the Rocksbox set that I will be showing you guys here at the end. So let me go ahead and find all of the stuff. I want to pull it out, but I'm always worried about dropping stuff onto the ground. And by the way, in the transition, let's have our secret password for today be feather. That seems appropriate, right? All right, guys, so finally I've gotten everything out. We just have this little card that just tells us it's the little bite-sized version of the box, but if you don't want to feel the FOMO, then you want to get the bundle for sure, because often the designs complement one another, but there isn't overlap, so you're not going to get repeats. So the actual journal says, "You're very sweet," which it's a lot of pink and red, but I love red. I'm coming around on pink, you guys. I'm not like a total hater of pink, but I love strawberries. I just think it's so great. This is Rebecca, you're going to need to get this one this month because this is all about strawberries. It says, "You're very sweet." I love a spiral bound notebook because, you know, I like to be able to tear the pages out without ruining the binding, and I just think it's a really, really cute design. So it is an in-house product made by Journal Junkbox. We also got a shopping list notepad, which has the same sort of designs. You kind of see the like watermark version of it. Again, by Journal Junkbox. Shopping lists are very handy, and of course, you don't have to just use it for shopping lists. You could use it for wish lists. You could use use it for your chore list. I just love the satisfaction of being able to check things off on the side. You can check off, it's a little strawberry that you check off on the side, you guys. Isn't that cute? All right, what else did we get? We got a little like card, a little inspiration card that probably came from a larger deck. So this is kind of fun because I bet every subscriber probably got a different one. So you'll have to let me know in the comments below if you got the sack this month, for April actually, what yours said. It says, jump high and hard with intention and heart. It's up to you to make your own life. That's from Cheryl Strayed, but it totally goes with the color theme. Maybe everybody got the same one, who knows? We also got a little a bag of our Strawberry Fields herbal tea from Clipper. So that's kind of a nice little treat because I know all of us like to have our tea time, especially when you're like doing journaling or writing letters, like old-fashioned writing letters. I think that's really nice to have some tea. Speaking of which, we have a fun, snifty scented pen to do that with. And I've gotten one of these, I think, before in a Fruit for Thought box. So, of course, it's strawberry scented. So let's go ahead and see if I can pull this out. This is going to be really hard to open. My hands are a little bit slippery because I put some lotion on today. But this is pretty cute. It's just a simple clicker pen, of course. It smells so much like strawberries, but kind of that like sweet artificial strawberry scent. Like it smells like my strawberry shortcake doll that I had when I was a little kid. But I kind of like it. So there's something about it that's kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that back in there. This almost looks like it should be a stamp, doesn't it? That'd be really cool if they had a stamp on the top of the canister in addition. So just a nice little sweet treat from journaljunksak this month. So we got basically a total of 5 things. The kind of stars of the show was this shopping list as well as this nice journal. You guys, I kind of have a little bit of a journal overload because, you know, I've been pretty bad about it, but I'm starting to really like categorize the things that I journal, and they're so great for like trips as well. So you can have a notebook for each trip. We got the pen to write in the notebook and on the notepad, and then just little extras, two sweet little extras. We got this little inspiration card, and of course we got this little bag of tea. So very, very nice, fun box. Thank you so much to journaljunkbox for sending that to me. I'm looking forward to reviewing the full box. They had sold out of them, but it sounds like I might be getting that April box to share with you, and of course, hopefully I'll get to share the May box with you too. Let's have our final end of our jewelry and journal sandwich, our mashup for today with Rocksbox. Now Rocksbox, you guys, is more of a jewelry rental service. If you haven't seen it here before, basically it's $21 per month, and they will send you 3 pieces of beautiful jewelry that you get to have a hand in selecting, and then it's yours to keep for as long as you would like, as long as you are paying that rental fee of $21 per month. It is a credit, so you can apply that $21 to any of the pieces. If you decide to keep all 3 pieces, whether that's within that single month when they first send it to you or over 3 months, then you will save an additional $10. Sometimes they do extra sales where you save $20 if you keep all 3 and $10 if you keep 2. I just find it really flexible and a great way to try more designer, higher end jewelry pieces that I wouldn't necessarily want to put the money out for and necessarily have them forever and ever. Sometimes you just want them for a season. Sometimes you just want them for an event. So it comes in a bubble mailer, which is great because then you save that bubble mailer and slap the prepaid shipping label back on that to send it right back whenever you are ready. I always send the box back because I just don't need that many boxes. It's, like I said, just $21 per month, but the deal that I have for you, it's a code or a link. Either way works. It's Noelle N BFF1, but it's super easy to just use the link that I'll leave for you below. That's going to get you your first set for free, but you still get the $21 credit, just like as if you paid the $21, which I think is pretty cool, you guys. So basically, you can try 3 pieces of jewelry for free. If you send back all 3, no harm, no foul. You didn't spend any money. Maybe you find one that you like and you apply the $21 towards it. So they have a wish list system, which is really nice. And they also have a preview system. So like the night before they send your set, they'll send you a preview. You can swap out pieces because maybe there's some new things that you hadn't already put on your wish list. Maybe like your needs have changed, like the event got canceled or pushed back, or you're just kind of feeling a little bit more whimsical or a little bit fancier. So it's always really nice. So opening it up, we just have this little card that says, "Hey gorgeous," and it tells us some jewelry care that's in there every time. I haven't actually opened up this box yet, I don't think, because yes, and then inside It says enjoy, and we're going to open that up. Each of the pieces comes in their own jewelry bag, and then at the bottom now we have our labels. So one is my mailing label, which I usually go ahead and put right back onto the bag, and then on the other side it's just sort of like an invoice that tells you about the items that you selected. Now this time around I got the preview email and I just didn't really have much time, so I just kind of like said go ahead and send it. Usually I like swap out 2 or 3 of the pieces. This time around it looks like I got all Rocksbox bags, so it's kind of more their in-house brands, but they do have a lot of kind of fancy brands like Kendra Scott and Kate Spade. Last month I got a lot of Kate Spade, you guys. I actually sent back the smaller pair of earrings because I want the bigger version, but I did keep those giant flower earrings. So let's go ahead and open up one of them and see what we've got. So it looks like I went for some more earrings this time. This is from Rudiment. So the retail price on these earrings is $60, but as a member, my price is $51. I just think these are so freaking cool, you guys. So it's a stud, but it has a chain that goes up to a cuff that you then put on up here on your ear. So this kind of gives you the illusion of a second piercing. I just think that's so cool. I'm gonna have to fiddle with it a little bit because you have to kind of put it on the 2 ridges of your ear, the outer ridge and the inner one, and so I kind of have fat ears, so I'm gonna have to play around with it to try it on because I usually have a little bit of trouble with the cuffs, but maybe if we have a little time at the end of the video I will. I just thought these were really cool, a little bit edgy, very delicate with the stones that are in there, and I think it's kind of worth paying another 20-something dollars for them. So it's just got those 4 different stones on each side, but isn't that really neat, you guys? I just think that's gonna look super duper cool. So that's probably a keeper as long as I can get it to fit on my ear without too much trouble. I did go a little playful because spring is here and summer is just around the corner, so I also got these Aster Lily Drops in multi. They are a little brighter than I expected, but they're also a little bit more jewel tone than I expected, which, you guys, I love jewel tones. So these have a retail price of $50, but the member price is just $42. Aren't those fun? They look very like fiesta to me, so I will definitely try these on. You guys know I love me a big earring, so let me go ahead and try these on. Not gonna go very well with what I'm wearing right now, I admit that, but just so you can kind of see the length on them. How fun are those with like an all white outfit or some one of the colors in here, like a hot pink dress or a navy blue dress? I just think these would be really fun accents for your next barbecue or what have you. And then I finally got one more item, the Slate Colt necklace. Okay, so everything this time around, so it came in this bag like this. Everything this time around was in the $50 to $60 range. This has a retail price of $60 and the member price is $51. So you're saving like a good $9 on these particular items. When it's like Kendra Scott and Kate Spade, the member price isn't much lower, if at all. So I just thought this was a cool, chunky, basic necklace to have in my arsenal. I'll have to see. It is pretty heavy, but you know, that's to be expected. But I love this because it's got that cool link design, which has been popular for the last couple of years. But I sort of love how it's got a gradient and goes from the smaller links and then it goes a little bit bigger in the center. I just think that's going to look really nice and can look really classy. Yes, you could layer it with other pieces, but I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like this would also look good over blouses. If you had a higher neckline, especially like on something solid, I just think that would look gorgeous on like an emerald green or again like a navy blue. So I'll give that a try, but it's also one of the things that I wouldn't necessarily, because I don't have to like wear work attire very often, so it's not necessarily something that I would keep forever. I would just kind of see how often I reach for it over the next month or two, you know, and maybe see if I decide that I want to keep it as my sort of statement piece. So I'm gonna see, you guys, if I can put this on, but I don't know that it's gonna happen, so let's give it a shot. It might be a big fail, but you know, why not give it a try? So we put the post in and then it's just kind of hanging, but I might need like a mirror to really get this to cuff onto my ear, you know? So let's see, I'll kind of manhandle my ear for you in the name of content. So this is kind of what it looks like. So I would probably want to go a little bit higher on my ear and then get it a little bit further on there. So maybe I could go a little bit higher on the and then you could probably squeeze it closed too so that it stays, but I just think that's pretty cool, you guys. So you'd actually want to get it on that inner ridge there. I'm just a little bit too nervous to do it, and then you can kind of adjust where it sits on your ear, so how long that little bit drapes down. I just think that looks so cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What your favorite box was. I know it's a little weird when we have both a journal box as well as some jewelry. Let me know your favorite jewelry piece. Check out the description box for all of the codes, of course, because I've got codes for all of them. And then also remember to look for that secret password, because there was a secret password in this video if you missed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you liked the mashup, something a little bit different today, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.